Sheets cold, empty, like his heart, waves of sadness, suffocating. He pulled the pillow close, smelled her perfume, gone, just a memory. He closed his eyes. Darkness. But her face, smiling, then gone, replaced by the pain, sharp, unrelenting. He was drowning. He couldn't breathe, couldn't think. Just the crushing weight of his loss. Her absence, a gaping hole, where his heart used to be. Tears came, hot and fast, like a sudden downpour, on a windshield, blurring the world outside, each drop, a tiny prism, distorting the lights and colors, turning the familiar into something unrecognizable. The rain, relentless, mirrored the storm within him. It was as if the sky itself was weeping, sharing in his sorrow, amplifying his pain. Just like his own vision, blurred by grief, each tear, a painful reminder, of the love he once had, now lost. The city lights outside, once vibrant and full of life, now seemed distant and cold, just like his heart, of what he had lost. The photograph in his hand, a relic of happier times, now felt like a cruel joke. Her smile, forever captured, mocked his current despair. Her laugh, her touch, the way her hand fit perfectly in his, those moments, once so precious, now haunted him. They were ghosts of a past that he could never reclaim. Her warmth, gone, leaving him cold and empty. He wanted to scream, to let out the anguish that was tearing him apart from the inside, but the silence of the night swallowed his cries, to rage against the unfairness of it all, the injustice of losing someone so dear. His fists clenched, his body trembling with a mix of sorrow and fury, but he had no energy, just the tears, flowing endlessly, each drop a testament to his broken heart. They fell, one after another, creating a small pool of sorrow at his feet, washing away the last vestiges of his happiness. The rain outside and the tears on his face became indistinguishable, merging into a single stream of grief. The world outside continued, indifferent to his pain as he lay there, consumed by his sorrow. If only he had held her tighter, if only he had realized the importance of those moments when they were together, told her he loved her more often, with the sincerity she deserved. Those words, so simple yet so powerful, could have changed everything. One more time. The regret was a physical pain tearing him apart. It was as if his heart was being ripped from his chest every time he thought about her. He should have cherished every moment, every laugh they shared, every joy they experienced together, every smile, every touch. But he hadn't. He had let those moments slip through his fingers like sand. He had taken her for granted. He had assumed she would always be there, waiting for him. And now she was gone. The memories, once so precious, now haunted him. They were a constant reminder of what he had lost, now a source of torment. Each memory, once a treasure, now felt like a dagger to his heart. Each one, a reminder of his failure, a reminder of his loss, his stupidity, his unbearable pain. He wished he could turn back time to fix his mistakes, to hold her once more. Sleep wouldn't come, just fitful naps. The nights were long and unforgiving, stretching endlessly. Each minute felt like an hour, each hour like a day. He tossed and turned, seeking solace in the darkness but finding none. Haunted by dreams of her. She was always there in the shadows of his mind, her face, her voice, her touch. They lingered, tormenting him, smiling, reaching for him, then fading away. Exhaustion pulled at him, but he couldn't surrender, to sleep, to the nightmares. He feared closing his eyes, knowing she would be there, only to disappear again, to the reality of his loss. The weight of it pressed down on him, a constant reminder of what he had lost. He felt trapped in a cycle of grief and longing. He had to stay awake. The thought of facing another night of torment was unbearable. He forced himself to stay alert, drinking coffee, pacing the room, anything to keep the nightmares at bay. He reached for his cigarettes, a familiar comfort. In the darkness, he lit one, inhaling deeply. The smoke stung, a small mercy, compared to the pain. It was a distraction, a momentary escape from the relentless ache in his heart. In his heart, maybe, just maybe, she would come back, someday. He clung to that hope, fragile as it was. It was the only thing that kept him going, the flicker of hope that one day, he would see her again.